Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be. I just got a few things on my mind I want to get out there tonight. Things that, after viewing and seeing what's going on today, made me a little concerned. And we all know, the governments, all governments of the world, they use fear to divide us, to deceive us, and even to control us. And forgive me if this gets a little bit long, but I want to cover a few things that are concerning me. Number one is our food supply. The 95% of our food on the shelves is covered with sprays. Excuse me. Someone wants to say hi. They're covered with sprays, poisons. They affect our health negatively. It's connected to cancers, thyroid issues. We've had a explosion of that, it seems like, in the past 20 years or so. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but that's the way I see it. And maybe I'm wrong. If you think so, let me know. But why did we get bombarded with all these medical ads? Well, I think it's directly related to this. That's the way they make money. They get us sick by exposing us to all these poisons. And of course, they work hand in hand with the pharmaceutical companies and what have you. And, we've got the answer to this. It's going to make that better. This is going to make that better. The medical industry's been having a lot of issues recently because of things that this happened, especially since COVID. And, of course, when you're cutting their money off, that means our politicians don't get as much money either. Not getting their kickbacks and their paybacks. So, working hand in hand, the politicians go with our politicians work hand in hand with these companies, corporations, whatever the case may be, and say, well, we've got an answer. I say, okay, you boys got to come up with a quick answer for X, A, B, C, whatever the case. Take your choice. Then, of course, we get bombarded on television with all these new ads. Oh, we've got this new drug that does great wonders, but careful of the side effects. They are, at least controlled where they have to expose those things. Boy, haven't the side effects really grown too? Seems like these lists get longer and longer and longer. I remember when you get medication, we didn't have these big long lists because they actually made medication that worked. Now they're just making whatever they can to make money. And of course, in order to keep power, they got to have money to pay the politicians, which in turn control us, and it's a big ugly circle. Another new one that's come up recently, people becoming allergic to meats? Come on, where did that come from? They want to get rid of meat and dairy, and of course, it's all government controlled to make us sick and sell meds for those big companies. They got to make the money in order to give their kickbacks to their our leaders, kickbacks to the companies that make those up. Now, like I said, there's a lot more to cover. And forgive me if this is a little bit confusing or not in order. I'm just going off of my notes here. Alex Jones just put out a warning, and I feel sorry for Alex Jones, what they've done to him. I did listen and watch him a long time ago. We've been infiltrated inside, and the question goes, how deep? Rogue elements of the CIA, or who knows what it is. Just rogue elements of our government in general are an attempt to trigger a military uprising or a coup. They don't like Trump. And yes, I'm still a Trump supporter. strong independent, still a Trump supporter. They Laura Logan was speaking to an ex CIA agent who says, we don't know who's running the show or how big it is. It's run by foreign adversaries. It's basically what he's saying. Why is this not being addressed? Now, I got a feeling Trump is addressing these issues, and I think we're going to see a lot bust loose here in the real near future. Been hearing a lot of action that is taken on his side, but my concern is how deep is it in his crew as well? Because I think this is a lot bigger than anybody knows. After all, look what happened when he first got in. And of course, he grabbed the reins and at least appeared to have taken control. But how deep more, or how deep is it? So, is it the intergovernment agencies like the CIA and FBI and I don't know. Well, it's not here, there, or another. There's problems that we've got to address. But I do want to show these couple of little short clips that I saw. And you can make your decision yourself. But I think we need to stop bringing anybody in, get rid of anybody else that's here right now that shouldn't be here, and get our act together before we even continue any farther. But meanwhile, watch this and you tell me what you think of this.
Not want to melt into American society and disappear. We want to go into American society with Islamic ideals and revamp their thinking. We want to revamp them. We want to turn them into Muslim individuals.
And that was in America.
Of the messenger. We are the representative of this deen of Islam. We have to be the solution. The future is ours. Every ideal nightmare of a Muslim Europe will come true. They can be as mad as they want. I don't care. America will be a Muslim country. Russia will be a Muslim country. Islam will enter every house. We have to be a part of that change. We have to be a part of that da'wah. We have to be a part of those ghuraba who stand firm on our aqidah and our practice and our deen and never, ever apologize. We're unapologetic. Never, ever compromise. We're uncompromising.
It's happening.
A couple of other points that I did want to make was concerning us depending upon this AI for our intelligence. I'm guilty of it. I use a Scrock all the time, but it is dumbing us down. And, with the CIA fighting us to stop the export of illegals, Mike Flynn had it right. So anyways, I'm sorry this was so long, but I'd like your opinions. If you've watched this far, let me know what you think. Thanks. We'll see you.